Weapons are obviously a massive part of Shadow of the Erdtree, so I'm going to show you 11 weapons that you can get crazy early in the DLC without really leaving the starting area. There are a few that you need to trek to, but they're definitely not a long run, so let's go ahead and jump into the first one. Beast Claws are first on our list, and this is by far one of my favorite weapons in all of the DLC. You're going to start at the Gravesite Plain Site of Grace and run to this location that I just showed you. There's going to be a wandering NPC. He is a little bit of a challenge, especially when you first enter this area, but he's definitely killable, so find him, kill him, and you will be rewarded with the Beast Claws. The Ash of War Savage Claws is absolutely amazing, and this goes really well with his excessive attack build. I currently have mine in Strength, and it has a little bit of blood loss on it, and it absolutely wrecks. Next up, you're going to head right back to the Gravesite Plain Site of Grace and run straight forward. On top of one of the archways is going to be one of those assassins, and he can drop every single thing that he's holding, so we're going after these weapons. With the Silver Tear Mask, Silver Pickled Foulfoot, as well as the Silver Scarab, it didn't take me long to attain his weapons. The Curseblades have a really unique moveset, and Deadly Dance is one of the coolest looking Ash of Wars that I've seen. With the ability to dump a ton of damage out really fast, this is once again going to stack up really well with this excessive attack build. This weapon scales really well with dexterity and also comes with innate bleed on it. For our next weapon, you're going to start at the Three-Path Cross Site of Grace and run directly north. Once you get to the pool of water with the dragon in the middle of it, sitting right there on the ground is going to be the Great Katana. This weapon is really fun to use and has the ability to pour out a ton of damage. It's funny that it's just sitting right here on the ground, but it also comes with innate bleed loss on it, and the range is actually deceptively long. Heading across the bridge to the Castle Front Site of Grace, you're going to run directly to this location where you're going to find a bunch of perfumers around a chest. Within that chest, after you kill all of the perfumers in the area, is going to be the Firespark Perfume bottle. This is a new type of perfume, and it's really fun to use and scales with dexterity. You're going to get some awesome fire damage from this weapon, and you can put together some really fun builds. I can imagine at some point that people are going to be taking these to Mesmer and just embarrassing him, but that's pretty far away. Returning to the Castle Front Site of Grace, you're going to head straight and follow the route that I'm showing you. It's going to take you through the castle and to the left, and you're going to walk up some stairs to find a ladder. Once you climb up that ladder, there inside of a chest is going to be waiting for you the Milady Light Greatsword. This is by far one of the best weapon types in the entire game, and the fact that you can put any Ash of War on this and any affinity is really awesome. The moveset in general is so memorable, and it feels great to use, and it's so surprising that it's this early in the game and that you could use it for the rest of the DLC. The Cliff Road Terminus is going to be the next area we need to go to, and you need to follow the route that I'm showing you here, and when you start to see jagged rocks, head to the right. You're going to follow that around and then get to the Church of Benediction, and on the cliffside right next to the church is going to be the Oathkeeper armor set as well as the Pata weapons. These are going to be your standard fist weapons with pierce damage and impaling thrust, and you're going to have a quality scaling with this weapon. However, you can put any Ash of War on this that you would like and add affinities to it, so it should be a pretty fun use. Next up, we're going to head to the small private altar site of Grace, where we are going to farm one of the Horned Warriors. The Horned Warrior can drop his entire set, and also we want to grab his weapon. The Horned Warrior sword is going to scale with Dex and Faith, and its horn calling Ash of War is a lot of fun to use and has the potential to do some decent damage. This is going to be a curved sword, and this is a weapon type where if you get one, then you automatically get two, which is really nice and provides you with that dual curved sword moveset. With the Silver Mask, the Silver Pickled Foulfoot, as well as the Silver Scarab, it didn't take me too long to farm, probably about 10 to 15 minutes. That being said, the Horned Warriors are kind of like Crucible Knights on steroids, so you're definitely going to want to take some kind of stagger strength build in with you, or a caster build that can snipe them from afar. The Deathknight's twin axes are the next weapon on our list, and these things are the Stormhawk axes, but out of their frickin' mind. They do so much damage, and the Ash of War is incredible. However, the boss to kill them is a little bit difficult. You're going to start at the Gatefront Site of Grace and follow this route that I'm showing you here until you get to the Fog Rift Catacombs dungeon. You'll know you're on your way there when you see a bunch of statues pointing the right direction within the fog, and a bunch of vulgar militia are trying to kill you. This boss fight can be very difficult. The Deathknight does have a move where he grabs you and he will kill you immediately if you let him grab you, and you also have to dodge all the spinning slashes that he's doing with the axe's Ash of War, but if you can hide behind the pillars when he's shooting his lightning at you, and you can dodge his combos, you'll be able to stagger him pretty easily and get these axes for yourself. The Dragon Hunter's Great Katana is the next one on the list, and it's probably going to be the most difficult one for you to get right off the bat, but I'm going to show you the route and just let you watch where I go, and once you end up at this dungeon, all you need to do is run straight through. You don't need to kill any enemies at all. The end boss is a little bit difficult, but I was using the Beast Claws and absolutely crushed him with the combos, so you shouldn't have too much of an issue. I will say if it's your first time going up this way, you will be invaded up here around this area, so just be prepared for that. After you kill the end boss of this dungeon, you will receive the Dragon Hunter's Great Katana, an absolutely amazing weapon that scales with dexterity and has higher damage against dragon-type enemies. So for our last two weapons, they're actually all in the same place. We're going to be heading to the Ruined Forge lava intake directly from the Castlefront Site of Grace. Once we're there, we are going to snag the Smithscript Dagger as well as the Anvil Hammer. Both of these are very easy to get because there's no boss within this dungeon, so you just need to follow the routes that I'm going to show you. The first route is going to be for the Smithscript Dagger, and the second route will be for the Anvil. As you jump off that ledge, there are going to be some enemies here, but you can clear them out, and right against the wall on the corpse is going to be the Smithscript Dagger. Just a side note here, make sure that as you are about to jump off this little outcropping to get the Smithscript Dagger, you need to pull this switch right here. That's going to allow the giant lava pipe to lower down so you can get to our second weapon. So from this exact location, just turn and jump onto this pipe and run up until you get to the very end of the dungeon. You'll have to run to the right and jump off, but then you'll find the forge. After you select to interact with the flame of the forge, you will get the Anvil Hammer. This weapon has a really fun, small area of effect, Ash of War, on it, where you smash the ground and spikes shoot up on your enemies, and it looks absolutely incredible. I love all the looks of the weapons that we're getting so far in this DLC. It definitely was great to let Miyazaki cook. And I can't believe I forgot this one. It literally is right in the middle of the map, but you're going to start here at the Gravesite Plains Site of Grace and run directly to this small pavilion on the map. Right there is going to be the Backhand Blades. These are phenomenal. They are such a diverse and amazing weapon to use. I'm working on a build for them right now, but as you can see, they absolutely wreck and they are a ton of fun. I believe I'm using a quality scaling on mine, but you can change the Ash of War affinity to whatever you would like it to be. And guys, that's going to be it. That is 11 weapons that you can get really early in the game that are definitely worth playing with and just a lot of fun. I cannot believe the variety that we've got so far in all the weapons within Shadow of the Erdtree, and a lot of them just look like they're anime protagonist swords, which I'm super excited about. So if you guys have not subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe on your way out. I would appreciate it a ton. We are on the road to 50K, and I think we're going to get it in just a few weeks. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here, and until next time, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next one.